I think jumping to university majors, because that's really what, if anybody's listening, what should they get into? And that's where you're blending some technical proficiency with human-centric skills. So some of the ones that obviously are computer science, artificial intelligence. If you want to be into tech and you want to get into it, great, get into that. That's the bare bones basic things that you need to get into. You can study how things think and create neural networks and whatnot, and how to program those things. I think that'd be really cool to get into if you're into that aspect of it. Data science, analytics, always numbers crunching, seeing where those things are, using that with AI. That's always interesting. Economics, whatever. I think that might be something to, if you really have a thing for numbers and how they work, I think that's something they really get into. Cybersecurity. That's something where we actually have clients that are in cybersecurity as well. And you just see whether it's the amount of crappy vibe coding or vibe coded applications are out there that probably could be easily hacked. It's probably going to accelerate. I think that fight in the future is going to be so key. And I don't know. And
also AI attack vectors, right? So, people using AI to penetrate security systems is going to become bigger too. So it's going to be a bit of an AI arms race in terms of just security alone.
For sure. I don't know if you heard just in the news, I thought I read that Spain, their entire mobile network just went down after having a huge power outage a few weeks ago.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true. Curious if that was a hack. But the entire mobile network supposedly went down across the country.
Wow.
There's solar flare, it could be whatever, but having the ability to protect the infrastructures is key. And so the next one is biomedical engineering, combining the engineering principles of medical science. That was really interesting because biomimicry is something that I've been kind of following, and I love hearing about that, where they're taking things that haven't been evolving for years and years, hundreds or thousands of years with animals, and then combining that with I saw one where they took a look at a whale's fin and how it has ridges, and adding that to a windmill fan. You normally think of it being smooth, but actually when you have ridges, it increases the efficiency. And being able to combine those things, they used an engineer, somebody who was aerodynamic or a wind engineer or a plane engineer, and somebody who was very creative and just thought about hey, I took a look at that and saw why are there ridges on a whale's fin? And it was pretty interesting. I said, oh, if you can do that stuff, that would be really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Environmental science and sustainability. We know that there's pollution everywhere, plastics, whatever you name it. That's always a great cause to see if you can somehow get rid of those things and then really clean up the things that are happening out there. And I think these next ones are really important, especially around business administration with the focus on technology management. So you're preparing students for leadership roles in tech-driven industries. Yeah, knowing how do you manage all these different aspects of it. It's that jack of all trades type of dot connector. And then education tech. You see teachers now, with my kids now, I've always asked my kids, how is the teachers integrating AI other than saying you can't use it because you're cheating on the test? I actually tell my kids, hey, use it to learn how to prompt it, because I feel like that's so important. It's like using a calculator or a spreadsheet or a computer or Google
totally
search.
Agreed. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And so I encourage that with them. I'm curious, in video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company IIIMPACT, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore, and how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.